Okay, welcome to next week's meal planner overview, and I have a fantastic, tasty menu lined up for you guys. Let's jump through it quickly for each one of the meals that we got going on. Now, first of all, I hope you like the meal pack, the recipe pack that I put together for the previous weeks. Starting off with, for the first breakfast, we have a date and banana maple oatmeal. You could do this as overnight oats if you wanted to. And you could also, again, substitute out the cow's milk for coconut milk or almond milk, whichever plant-based milk that you prefer. And that's the way I would do it. I'm going to do it with coconut milk. We have some chopped dates to add a little bit of sweetness, as well as some maple syrup. If it's a little too sweet for you, you can go ahead and omit one of those. Personally, I would probably omit the maple syrup, as it gets a little sweet for me on that one. Some good additions to this one, if you wanted to throw in some walnuts or different nuts of your choice, would be a great addition. So we got that for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday's breakfast. Thursday, Friday breakfast, we have a chocolate strawberry chia pudding with some added chocolate protein powder. If you wanted to go vanilla, you could go that route too. If all you have is unflavored protein powder or vanilla protein powder, you could add a tablespoon of cocoa powder per serving. Would get you to the recipe to make it a little chocolatey, or you can just leave the chocolate part out. Some coconuts, again, some nuts and other fruit if you wanted to, but we got strawberries to flavor this guy. For our first Monday night dinner, I have a coconut and red lentil stew. A cod and red lentil stew to get the week started off with some nice omega-3 fats and a great protein source from the cod. And remember, lentils are one of the best plant-based protein sources out there, and it's going to add a nice complex carbohydrate and a good source of fiber to feed the microbiome there. Some mint leaves to finish this dish off, and I got mint in a couple of dishes throughout the menu this week. Is a great addition and a fresh, vibrant flavor. Just remember, you don't have to use red lentils. The recipe calls for red lentils here. If you have brown, yellow, black, whatever other lentils you have, just use those if you'd like to. And just refer to the cooking time, because different lentils do have different cooking times. Now, you could also, if you're trying to speed this dish up a little bit, if you wanted to use canned and already cooked lentils, you certainly could do that. You're going to reduce the cooking time by about 15 minutes to start off with. And you're just going to add all the ingredients into the dish and your tomato sauce and throw your cod pieces on top and let it rip from there. And that could really reduce the cooking time to less than a half hour for a quick Monday night meal. I already made this one for a test run, and it was fantastic. The Greek marinated yogurt and mint and garlic chicken thighs over a mashed cauliflower. Really easy. I put together a quick video that I'm going to throw together on YouTube for this execution on this one. Again, if you wanted to use rice or potatoes instead of a mashed cauliflower, that's fine. It's really a quick and easy preparation, though. Again, this recipe, I'm calling for fresh cauliflower. You just steam it for about 15-20 minutes in a pot. You could use just a dash of water in there covered, and that'll steam up just fine. If you have an air fryer, that'll brown these chicken pieces up nice. You could also just do it in the oven. They're not going to brown up as much unless you throw it in the broiler at the very end to kind of get a nice brown on there. But just a very bright and vibrant flavor from the yogurt marinade and the mint in there, and some lime juice. A really fresh and awesome summertime flavor there. This, again, is organized as a quick and easy meal for Wednesday here. I'm trying to highlight just using some frozen veggies and some shrimp that you can throw in a pan, and we have less than a 30-minute cooking time here. So for this one, I did a side of either brown rice or jasmine rice, whichever rice you would prefer. Start your rice and then start the stir fry afterwards. Now, this recipe, I have coconut amino acids in there, but again, you could just use tamari or soy sauce would be acceptable substitutions for a 1-to-1 substitution on there. A little dash of honey to add a sweetness, and some chili flakes for a little bit of spice. Some garlic and some fresh cilantro finishes this dish off very nicely. If you have fresh vegetables, you could use those: onions, peppers, mushrooms, broccoli, carrots. This have some frozen edamame in there. Really helps round out, again, a very great plant-based protein source to round the dish out in the nutrient profile. For Thursday, we did a little spin on beef and broccoli, using some ground beef to make it a little quicker and more accessible to more people. And you just start off with your onions, garlic, add in your ground beef. Again, this one's calling for coconut amino acids this week. If you're just using soy sauce, tamari, whichever one you have there. And me personally, I don't use coconut sugar in here, but I might use a dash of honey if I want to balance out some sweetness. But if you have the coconut sugar and that's one item you use, you could use that. It's a little bit better than the processed white sugar, but to me, honey is even better choice. Again, some frozen edamame to help round out this dish here. We're, again, trying to cross-utilize product throughout the week. 6 garlic cloves. If we're using the already minced garlic cloves, that's about 2 tablespoons, depending on how garlicky you like it. And again, I would just use the same rice for both of these. If it's brown rice or if it's jasmine rice or basmati. And then for the Friday dinner, we got a lighter dinner to, again, add another dose of omega-3 fats with our seafood source. And we're doing an interesting vinaigrette here. Not even a vinaigrette, just an interesting dressing that you can either use as a dipping sauce or drizzle over here, where we're gonna blend up ginger, lime juice, cucumber, and it's gonna make a little bit of a sauce and dressing there to go over whatever greens you want to go with. Some mixed greens, some baby spinach, strawberries. Will add a nice fresh bite. I thought this would round out a nice summertime menu for you guys and girls this week, and helps cross utilize a lot of product, some of the fresh herbs to bring out some bright, vibrant flavors. And I hope you enjoy. Again, any questions, make sure you ask me in the community, and happy eating this week, guys.